Stand. A pillar or a column helps hold a structure. It cannot fulfill purpose in a horizontal position. I have been mandated to help you stand in 2022. See thou a man diligent in his business. He shall stand before kings. He shall not stand before mean men. Proverbs 22:29.
Good day. Today, I want to talk about responsibility. I want to give you a very short definition of responsibility. Responsibility is to meet obligation. We have to become responsible if we want to amount to anything in this life. If you are looking for excuses, if you are looking for reasons to accuse others, you are not being responsible. Stop blaming others and take responsibility. Somebody said that blame is spelled B-lame. And that means when you are blaming others, you are just lame. I want to tell you that in this life, you have to take responsibility. Personal responsibility. You have to be able to pay your bills. You have to be careful not to overspend. You have to do your best to make good use of your time. You have to do what it will take to be punctual to events. You have to live under the consciousness that there will be consequences for all your actions. Once you recognize that, it will help you to become more responsible. And above all, God has made some investment in your life. And God has paid some return from the investment He made. That you are alive is a big investment. And if you are a Christian, that you are saved, it's a big investment that God made in your life. And He needs to get some returns from His investment. So when I'm talking about responsibility, I just need you to ask yourself some specific questions. How do I use my time? How do I use my money? How do I use my mind? How do I use my relationships? How do I use my opportunities? How do I even use my influence that God has given me? As you answer those questions, it will make you to realize whether you're responsible or not. I also want you to know that for every decision you take, you affect somebody else. Our irresponsibility will affect or impact those around us. That's a very, very key word. Responsibility. And for you to be responsible, I also want to tell you that you should guide your mind. Guide your mind. Guide your heart if you like. Be careful that you fill yourself with truth, not trash. Because it's what you have inside that will come out. I truly encourage you to become more responsible. There are two words that go together: responsibility and accountability. But for this Wednesday, I just want to talk about responsibility. And if Jesus tarries next week, I'll talk about accountability. For those of you who read the Bible, you must have come across 1 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 2. It says that it is required of a steward that a man be found faithful. When you were born into the world, you came empty-handed. And when you go back, you will not carry anything with you. Which means everything you've accumulated and you are still accumulating, they belong to God. Which means it belongs to somebody. You are not a landlord, you are a caretaker. And the word of God wants you to be responsible with everything that crosses or passes your hand. God demands that you be found responsible, that a steward be found faithful. I just wish you a great week. And I pray that you will take it seriously to ask yourself some beautiful questions and get up and become more responsible in everything that your hand findeth to do. I wish you a great week, and I'll speak to you again next week, Wednesday.
Subscribe to our Wednesday's 5-minute weekly motivational session with Apostle Dr. Patience Oti.